Due to copyright restrictions, we've given a new name to this legendary adventure. While the original story is known as The Curse of the Black Pearl, our version proudly carries the title The Legend of the Ghost Ship and the Cursed Gold. But don't worry, the mystery, danger, and heart-pounding thrills of the tale remain untouched. You'll still feel the ocean winds, the clash of swords, and the echo of ghostly legends that made this journey unforgettable. Every scene is charged with the same spirit of high seas adventure, cursed treasure, and unlikely heroes caught in a battle between the living and the damned. Nothing was lost, only the title changed. So get ready to sail once more into the shadows of the unknown. This is more than a name. It's a tribute to a story that shaped a generation of pirate fantasy lovers. The legend of the ghost ship and the cursed gold awaits, and the sea never forgets. In the heart of the vast and untamed seas, where the waves whisper secrets older than time, a legend is reborn. The legend of the ghost ship and the cursed gold brings back the mystery, danger, and wonder that once captured the imagination of an entire generation. Though the name may be different, the soul of the story remains untouched, vivid, wild, and unforgettable. This is a tale of cursed treasures, fearless pirates, and the price one pays for breaking the rules of the sea. Get ready to be pulled into a storm of adventure, betrayal, and supernatural forces. If your heart beats for legends and the echo of cannon fire, you're in the right place. The ghost ship is setting sail once again, and you're invited aboard. Behind every cursed coin lies a story soaked in blood, betrayal, and broken oaths. In this reimagined journey, you'll dive deep into the origins of an undying crew, the mysterious chest of gold, and the ghostly curse that haunts the open waters. The shadows of the past stir with every wave, and the sea does not forgive. This retelling does not rewrite history, it honors it, breathing life into forgotten tales. Through haunting visuals and rich storytelling, the magic of the original returns with new intensity. Let your imagination drift into uncharted waters and discover what lies beyond the fog. The cursed gold still waits for the brave. Every character you meet, every sword clash, every ghostly whisper is here to remind you that legends never die, they evolve. This isn't just a story, it's an experience meant to awaken your sense of wonder and danger. Our new title reflects our mission, to protect the spirit of the original while allowing it to thrive in a new, free, creative form. Fans of the classic will find familiar echoes, and new viewers will be enchanted from the first sail. The drama, the darkness, and the daring lives on, and it needs your help to continue. A legacy like this should never be lost to time or silence. So we invite you, become part of the crew. Join us in keeping the flame alive by subscribing to the channel, activating the notification bell, and sharing this voyage with others. Let your voice echo across the seas by leaving a comment and supporting the preservation of legendary storytelling. These stories belong to us all, and your support ensures they're never forgotten. Don't let the sails fall. Help this ship reach new shores. Together, we can bring the legend back to life. Hit that subscribe button, click the bell so you never miss a wave, and share this journey with your fellow adventurers. Let's prove that no curse can silence a good story. Your support is the wind in our sails. Don't let this tale be forgotten. The legend lives on because of you. The sky split open with a roar as thunder cracked across the endless horizon. Beneath it, the sea raged like a wounded beast, foaming at the mouth with fury untold. In that chaos, a silhouette emerged, a ship with torn black sails and a hull scarred by time. No flag flew atop its mast, only a single lantern swinging wildly, casting a sickly green glow. Sailors spoke of it in whispers, the cursed ghost ship, bearer of death and stolen gold. Those who saw it never forgot its chilling cry, like voices from the deep calling the living. And tonight, that cry rose once more from the abyss. The legend began centuries ago, when a pirate captain known as Elias Blackheart made a pact with something older than the sea itself. In exchange for eternal life and boundless treasure, he offered his soul and the souls of his crew. The chest of cursed gold they received shimmered with unnatural light. Gold that could never be spent, only hoarded. As they grew, so did the curse. Storms followed them, shadows walked their decks, the sea turned its back on them, and the wind ceased to sing. They became ghosts with flesh, doomed to sail forever. One night, as the blood moon rose high, the cursed crew raided a sacred island guarded by monks of the sea god. There, they spilled holy blood and defiled the altar of the waves. The monks, with their dying breath, unleashed a final curse. Your gold will rot the hands that touch it, and your ship shall never find a harbor again. From that night on, the ship vanished into legend, appearing only when the cursed gold is disturbed. And now, someone, somewhere, has opened the chest again. The man who opened the chest had no idea what he was unleashing. A modern treasure hunter named Julian Crow, driven by obsession, found the map hidden in a forgotten monastery. With salt-cracked hands and sleepless eyes, he followed the trail through storms and ruins. His crew warned him the gold was cursed, the ship wasn't a myth. But Julian laughed, blind to the price of ambition. The moment he touched the first coin, the wind died. And far away, in waters long abandoned, the ghost ship stirred. A deep fog crept across the Atlantic like fingers seeking a pulse. Ships vanished. Radios buzzed with static. Something ancient was moving beneath the waves. In the town of Black Bay, fishermen spoke of a cold presence dragging nets into the deep. Children had nightmares of shadowy sails and screaming winds. Even the gulls abandoned the harbor. The sea had changed. It was watching, waiting, remembering. And in its memory, the curse lived on. Julian and his crew brought the chest aboard their vessel, the Dauntless. That night, strange things began. Mirrors fogged from within. Salt water dripped from dry ceilings. Voices echoed from locked cabins. One by one, the crew began to see things. Men without eyes, faces staring from the ocean. Julian refused to believe. It's just old sailor tales, he said. But deep inside, he felt the ship watching him, breathing beneath the wood. The curse had awakened. From the fog, the ghost ship appeared without warning, silent, spectral, unstoppable. The Dauntless was caught in its shadow as time seemed to slow. The cursed crew stood at their posts, skin pale as bone, eyes glowing with unnatural fire. And at the helm, Elias Blackheart returned, his soul still bound by the pact of greed. "Return what was stolen," he growled through broken lips. The sea boiled around them, and no escape remained. Julian clutched the chest, but it was too late. A great wave crashed into the Dauntless, splitting its hull in two. Screams filled the night, but the ghost crew made no sound. They moved like mist, claiming the coins one by one, dragging souls with them into the deep. Julian thought to hold the chest, but the weight of his decision dragged him down. As the ship sank, the cursed gold spilled into the blackness. Only silence remained. The sea swallowed its secret once more. But legends do not die, they wait. And the curse was never truly buried. Pieces of the gold still drift in the ocean, reaching shores in far corners of the world. Those who find them feel its pull, a whisper in dreams, a shadow in mirrors, a song that won't leave the ear. Wherever the gold surfaces, so does the ghost ship. It is said that even now, under blood-red moons, Elias Blackheart hunts for what was lost, and the sea never forgets. In a coastal village called Saint Ilara, a child found a strange coin in the sand, heavier than gold, colder than ice. That night, her family heard footsteps in the hallway, though no one walked. Dogs barked at the ocean, lights flickered, the air thickened like fog, pressing against the windows. The girl began to speak in a tongue long forgotten. Her mother, trembling, dropped the coin back into the sea. But the damage was done. The curse had touched land again. Far away, in a museum basement in Lisbon, an artifact specialist received a crate with no sender. Inside, wrapped in oil-stained cloth, was a dagger etched with the sigil of Blackheart's ship. As he held it, visions flashed, oceans burning, ghostly screams, a glowing chest beneath the waves. He tried to destroy it, but the blade would not break. Instead, it vanished that night, and he was never seen again. The curse, it seemed, had chosen a new bearer. And so the legend sails on, across oceans, through storms, and into the hearts of those who dare to seek forbidden gold. The ghost ship waits in silence, just beyond a mist. Its lantern still swings, its captain still watches, its treasure still calls. You've heard the story, now it lives in you. But beware, not all who chase the cursed gold live to tell the tale, and some become part of it. Some say the ghost ship can be summoned, not with spells or rituals, but with desire, the kind that blinds and burns. In the icy waters of the North Sea, a diver disappeared after chasing sonar signals that led nowhere. His last words, transmitted through crackling static, were, "It's watching me." His oxygen line was found severed cleanly, but no body was recovered. Only his camera drifted to the surface, filled with footage of black sails in the fog. No one dared to watch it twice. In a hidden cave along the Brazilian coast, deep within walls covered in salt and scripture, lies a warning, carved in blood and stone. The sea takes back what was stolen. Local legends speak of a merchant who found a golden cup washed ashore and used it to build an empire. But his family vanished one by one, each taken by the tide. On the night of the final disappearance, the villagers saw a ship with glowing sails on the horizon. It vanished before sunrise. His mansion now stands abandoned, cursed, filled with whispers from the walls. Even in modern times, governments and militaries have quietly documented appearances of the ship.
In 1974, a submarine crew off the coast of Ireland logged a structure moving against current. Too large to be a whale, too quiet to be man-made. Before the signal cut off, sonar recorded an eerie melody echoing from the deep. One sailor survived, pale, wide-eyed, and mute. He drew pictures of a man with fire in his eyes and a lantern that burned without flame. They called it madness, but his drawings matched ancient carvings from centuries ago. The curse doesn't just claim bodies, it devours memories. Survivors speak in riddles, lose track of time, forget their own names. A woman in Tokyo who found a single coin inside a shipping crate began dreaming in Old Spanish. She wrote pages of names she'd never heard and screamed whenever near water. Her journals were confiscated. Some say she described the moment she died in a storm from 1632. How could she know? The ghost ship doesn't just haunt the seas, it sinks into the soul.
They say the ocean has no memory, but that is a lie, whispered by those who fear it. The sea remembers every promise broken, every treasure stolen, every soul forgotten. Beneath its surface, stories live like embers, waiting for the wind to stir them back to flame. The ghost ship, bound by curse and greed, is not just a relic of the past, it is a reflection of the living. For as long as men desire what was never theirs, the legend will never rest, and the waves will always answer. Somewhere tonight, a fog rolls in without warning. A ship's lantern flickers just beyond the rocks. A sailor sees something, or someone, watching from the surf. In the silence, a melody hums from nowhere, and the air grows colder. The old stories are told again around fires and on forums, always in hushed tunes. Don't follow the gold, they say, but someone always does, and the curse begins again. If you're reading this, listening to this, remembering this, then the legend has found you. Maybe it's in a dream, a whisper from the wave, or the shadow on your wall at night. Maybe the she is calling. Maybe the coin is already in your hand. But now that you know, you have a choice. Forget the story or keep it alive. And if you choose the second, welcome aboard.